Hello students, in this section we are going to discuss our fundamental test processes. That is different kind of test process, not different kind of there is a standardized flow of testings that we're going to read, and then we're going to read the test psychology, and after that our first section of ISTQB fundamental going to over. Isn't it great? Yes. So let's see what we're saying in fundamental test process. In test process, what they're going to what they want us to learn is that we need to understand that test is as a process is a different steps, and we have to do certain tasks under a certain process. Okay, I mean certain step. So if you see the screen, it's called fundamental test process. Iteration of activities are, just forget that, it is the same as fundamental test process with some refer back errors. The refer back errors indicates that if we find some mistake, then we have to go back and again we need to repeat some of the steps. That's it, nothing else than that. So just ignore that and concentrate on fundamental test process. Okay, the first step in the process is test planning and control. Second, test analysis and design. Test implementation and execution. Evaluating exit criteria and reporting. Test closure activities. Okay guys, it's very simple. See, for anything you do, first step is planning. After you plan, what do you do? You design. After planning and design over, you're going to implement whatever you design. Once implement done, then you evaluate the system. If everything is everything is well or not, and once you're sure, it's close. So simple. See, first you're going to plan, then you design, then you execute, then you evaluate, and then exit. So clear and constant. This is not a rocket science, right? So very straightforward. Let's go what they want us to do in test planning and control. Yeah, test planning and control. See, planning determine what is going to be tested and how this will be achieved. So these are from textbook words directly from the materials. Okay, so what they wanted, as I said, they want us to plan everything. In this plan, what they want us to determine, what are we going to test. We have to understand the project. Is it a web project? Is it a mainframe project? Is it a PHP project? It's a .NET project. Whatever technology is used, we have to understand that. We have to decide how the testing objectives can be achieved. Then we draw a map. If you are in software, the testing guys, the manager, everyone, before starting a project, they just do Excel stuffs, a lot of stuff. This all are in this section. In this step, they draw a map, they decide who going to handle the stuffs, who going to run resources, who going to run the tests, who are the resources, who are the backup. Control, in control section, control means nothing. If they fail in something, what is the backup? For example, due to some reason there is a problem in activity, then what is the plan to counter that situation? That is what they decide control. So this is test planning. So I'll do one thing, guys, just be with me. I will show you example of test planning document. It will clear a lot of stuffs, right? Let me show you. Yes guys, as I said, I will show you the test plan. Okay, it will clear your idea. See, this is the test plan for XYZ project, prepared by, you have to write like this, prepared by my beautiful students. Then this is the table of content you're going to mention, like the introduction, objectives of the project, team members means the name of the persons who are going to execute the test, who is the test manager, all going to be here. Scope, assumption, risk, test approaches, test automation, test environment, test schedule, deliverables. So students, these are very standardized. As you go ahead with me, you will realize that this is not from someone's brain. These are the ISTQB standardized these documents, how to prefer these documents in these terms, the introduction, scope, assumption and risk, deliverables. These are all you have to have in this document, okay? Have to be in this document. So see how this prepares. So I just want you to have a general idea what is test plan. These things are preferred in the test planning segment, all the documents. Okay, hope you got it right. Okay, let's go to the course again. Okay, now you have a clear idea what is test planning is. Okay, now let's go to test analysis and design. Okay, now analysis and design are concerned with the fine detail of what to test, conditions. Okay guys, what I'm going to do, what you once in the planning stage, you have this, you gather the informations what to be tested, who going to test, you prepare the test plans, you prepare the schedule, you prepare the roadmap for your test. When kind of in control, you decided the backup plans if something happened. Okay, in next step you're going to concern about the technical aspects. You're going to develop the test cases. Okay, you have to plan. Okay, these are the codes. These are the test conditions I'm going to test. Got my point? So in this section, we're going to review the design and what is possible, means what is your range of test, or what is the complexity of the testing criteria, what is your limit, any limitation is there, what you're going to test that. Then also you're going to test about the data. Is the table association, what kind of data you need to test the test the system. Then after you preparing the test cases, you're going to prioritize that. Okay, this is very priority functionality, we have to give more importance to this. For example, login criteria, login to a website, that is high priority, priority 1. If login is failing in a website, that is a huge issue. Okay, same way you have to prioritize the issue. But if your advertising button is not working, it's fine, it's low priority issue. Now then you after going through the requirement document, the requirement document going to be prepared by the business analyst, and it will be forwarded to you, and tester going to get it from business analyst, and he review it, and he will in this stage he going to decide and decide that which are testables and not or non-testables items. Okay, these are the things. In this stage mostly you will going to prefer the test cases. So in general, I told you a lot of stuff, but in general, in 2 words, if I say describe this step, in these steps you are getting the business and getting the business requirement documents, and you will be going through that, and then going to prepare your test cases. That is the main aspect. That everything else you have to keep in mind. Now let's go for 3. Once you prepare your test cases in this section, in the above section 2, you're going to implement that. First we planned, then we prepared, designed the test cases, we prepared according to our plan, we prepared the things we need to test, then we implement those. As soon as the development started and testable codes are available to us, we're going to start our testing. This is I am saying according to agile model. Okay, so in this section we will be testing the test cases on that codes. So what I'm going to do, if I test, obviously the side means the extension things going to happen, means we're going to maintain a log and log of the result in this things, and then test data you're going to prefer, then we're going to report what going to happen. If it's automate, if you see automate, if we automated planning, then we'll be writing scripts in this step. In this section we're going to use some tools to maintain this log, and that tools going to come into picture in this section, but it is not required for your fundamental exam. But this in this means keeping logs, you are not keeping logs in Excel or WordPad. Okay, in these testing tools you're going to maintain our log in that, or organize stuffs in that. And exactly as in every testing process, you are doing all the test process in this section, means you are comparing what you expecting when you input a data and what is the expected is output result. Are they matching or they are different? If they are different, that's a bug, guys. You're going to raise a defect in these cases, means that is the thing. If defect, if your actual result and expected result are not matching, that's a defect, and you're going to raise that defect. After defect raise, debugging going to happen. The coder going to debug that bug. He will find the cause and fix that, and after that you're going to do again test that is that bug is exist or when. That is this step. Okay, so go through this material by the side. When what I told, just keep that in mind. That is the overall thing, and these are nothing. These are the just they expressing the same thing in point wise kind of stuff. Now let's start evaluating exit criteria. Exit criteria in the sense the decision making part. How much testing is okay to exit? For example, your deadline production deployment after 2 days, but you finished your 85% of testing on the requirement. Is that fine? Then in this case you will find what is the exit criteria you mentioned while planning stage. Is that met? Is that maybe in the planning stage you decided 95% of the testing completion is okay for exit from the project. If that's the case, if you completed only 75%, then you cannot exit. That's in this stage you're going to decide whether you're going to exit from. It's okay to wrap up your testing activities, and if not, we will going to report that to higher authority. They will take, the business sponsor will take the decision. If they say no, we need more testing, then they will give you more time, or they say okay, 85% is fine, just wrap up, then you will be okay, you will just wrap up the project. That's the thing. Closure activity, it's same. Closure activity, nothing else. I'm just checking that everything is closed. Your test cases are closed, bugs are closed, proper documents are maintained, and all the reportings are done properly. You're going to test in this section, and you're going to end the project. That's it. You're going to do party. After that, you're going to go to hotel, or you have a project dinner, project lunch. You're going to make fun, right? After closure activities. Now guys, it is something like test psychology testing. You believe it not, they are going to ask question from this section. This is a very silly section, nothing to do some technically, just they just try to, because see, a developer is developing codes and tester is testing the codes. Developer is trying to make a trying to write good code. In the other hand, tester is trying to find defect in that code. So there may be a chance of conflict in between them. So to avoid that, they are trying to make us learn the psychology of testing. You got my point? These are the person. This see, the explanatory mark means this thing is important. They asking question from it. The independence level of testing. Independence means the testing team is totally not related to the developer team, or how much extent they are related, that decide the dependency or independence, um, that term. Okay, those who wrote member, this is the dependency level. Independence increases in that way. See, member of different company, highly independent. Member of different group of the same company, independent testing, little bit less independent. Same development team member, less independence. And a coder who code the program he going to test, there is no independence at all. So they always prefer, the more the independent they are, the good is the testing. That's what they want to say. So the companies are, if you see, mostly they transfer the testing project to a different company or different client, what they do. So to avoid the conflicts, what a tester should know, the aim is to work together rather than conflict. They have to understand that the developer and tester should know that they have to work together. They should, they talk between them should be result oriented rather than personal. They both are feel should be on the same page, understanding the project and the responsibility. Okay, they should not blame each other, that okay, you had bugs. It's not that, it's a defect. The developer cannot even know how the bugs are going to be there. That's why they give testing. It's difficult, right, to maintain in thousands of lines. There may be a chance one line is corrupt. Okay, at the end of meeting, you should have you have to just check whether you both understood the stuff or not. Code ethics means they also see, I marked the explanatory because I saw they ask question from this also, direct questions. Okay, K1 questions. Code ethics means the behavioral aspects, how the ethics you should be following as a tester. Public certified is just word by word, guys. These things they're going to ask word by word. K1 directly, whatever this stated, they're going to ask that. Nothing even here to understand. So what is public ethics? Certified software tester shall consider wide public interest in their action. Okay, great. Client and employer. Certified software tester, that's you, shall act in the best interest of their client. Got it. As employer and employer, being consistent with the wider public interest. Okay, guys, then product. Product ethics. Certified software tester, that's you, shall ensure that the deliverable they provide, whatever, meet the highest professional standard possible. Okay. Then judgment. You, the certified tester, shall maintain integrity, independence of their professional judgment. They should not be biased. That is what coming here. Independence, right? Management. You, the software test managers and leaders shall subscribe and promote the ethical approach to the management software testing profession. Certified software testers shall advance the integrity, reputation, and profession consistency with the public interest. Colleagues, certified software tester, shall be fair and supportive to the colleagues and promote cooperation with the software developer. Yeah, guys, it's kind of like taking oath. Oh, I am becoming a software tester, and I promise this. This is kind of an oath for you as a tester. Okay. I believe you got it. This is nothing, but yeah, they're going to ask questions from this. They ask direct questions. Okay, public ethics means they will give 5 ethics, and this they will want you to find is it a public ethics or a client or employer ethics, something like that. They ask from it. So definitely expect one question in from this code ethics. Oh, it's blank. Oh my god, we finished it, guys. Cheers. You say certified software tester, that's going to be you after this course. Okay, thank you, guys. In next section we're going to start the next chapter, that is uh, testing throughout the life cycle. This is the important section. Static technique, they don't ask so much questions from this, only 3 or 4 questions, and lot of questions you can expect from testing design techniques. So testing throughout the software life cycle and testing design techniques, these two are very important. Okay, thank you guys, so see you in next class. Good day.